They say we get the leaders we deserve. Well, here's what I think America deserves. Dr. Sabrina Kay.
Educator, philanthropist, entrepreneur, and civic leader.
I just have a real problem putting a doctor in front of Sabrina Kay's name. I understand she's intelligent and she's academically successful and all of that, but when you have someone as warm and personable as Sabrina, you just like to call her by their first name, not by some intellectual degree.
Sabrina, I will always remember the first time that I met you when I was interviewing for the CAPPS board, and you looked at me and you said, "You think you can do this?" So I said yes, and I just want to let you know that throughout all the years I've appreciated your directness, your intensity, and your fighting spirit.
And we invited her to join a group called the Private Education Research Council several years ago as the first woman.
You were the first female that was ever admitted into the old man's club called PERC. Kind of a misfit. You certainly fit right in anyway, and always brought ideas that were great and useful for the entire group.
Can you believe that Sabrina would be the first woman in an organization? You're right. She charged in, made a contribution, has been a contributing member since then.
She's the only person that I know who has 2 masters and 2 PhDs. And she's that beautiful, that smart, that generous, that kind, and that loving.
Sabrina's an incredible person. She's positive, she's warm, she's inclusive. I've really never met somebody who has something bad to say about her.
Hats off to you on this award. I'm so enthusiastic, I grew a beard for the occasion.
Being around you is just a breath of fresh air. You're a whirlwind, you're extraordinary. How much I admire your passion, and passion on so many different fronts. Your passion for doing good in the world, your passion for education, your passion for individuals, your passion for your friends is probably unparalleled. Your generosity of spirit, and specifically your being there for me all of these years in so many different ways. You're such an extraordinary person, and I'm just so honored to be your friend.
At her core, she's also a loving, caring, and loyal individual that deeply cares about people. It's remarkable that someone so accomplished can also be so tender. Her fans run from students, employees, colleagues, peers, and even billionaires.
I love Sabrina. For most people, it's like, what have you done? But for Sabrina, it's more like, what haven't you done? Sabrina should be getting the Most Interesting Woman Award.
I love Sabrina for her strong character. She's very goal-oriented. She's very focused in what she wants to accomplish in life. And she is very direct and blunt, which I love her about that. She's also very serious at times, but she could be very spontaneous.
She's an impeccable K. When asked once, what's the nickname for Sabrina? There's only one answer, and that's she is impeccable.
Sabrina is a leader who is not afraid to transform American education.
Dr. Kay once told me that work was her vacation. She loves what she does. Not many people can start something from the ground up and see it through.
She believes in keeping up with the regs, and I also appreciate the collaboration that she has with all of our departments here at Fremont College.
Dr. Kay is the epitome of hard work. She's the first one to lead by example and take a front seat for the entire team.
She provides a great opportunity to succeed and excel in the educational environment.
She succeeded by working hard and learning, and now represents a true American success story. Despite all this, she remains incredibly humble, never forgets where she came from, and is passionate to give back so others can have a better life.
She gives so much back to the community. She's involved more than 20 charitable organizations. She's always there for her friends, and we can always count on her. We need more of you. Community is better with your leadership and the love that you give each one of us.
I've had the fortune of attending a couple of Sabrina's karaoke parties. Before the party, she sends a survey to all of the people asking for their favorite foods. And then when you get to the party, you'll find those foods there. And you'll also find that the songs that you really like are already there in a preset karaoke playlist. If that's how she organizes a casual karaoke get-together, you can imagine the kind of dedication, work, and diligence she puts into building a school. When I visited her Fremont College campus and met with some of the teachers and staff, it's clear the dedication they have for their students. They care about ensuring quality education and that the students' skill sets translate to a successful career after they graduate.
Sabrina is one of the most kind, loyal, and generous people I know. And over the years, I've witnessed firsthand Sabrina's unequivocal commitment to her students, their education quality, and really instilling practical skills that translate to well-paying jobs.
One of the main things that I love about Sabrina is how much she loves to learn. She literally never stops. And that's one of the ways in which we met. She was at a conference and she was the keynote speaker. I have taught her kind of how to dance. I think I've done a good job. But she has this spirit and this endless energy, I think, which gives her this curiosity and always this willingness to learn.
Sabrina believes in opening doors.
I suspect a lot of people submitting these videos are going to miss Sabrina's greatest accomplishment. It isn't building 2 great colleges. Nope. It isn't getting a PhD at Wharton while running one of those colleges. Nope. It isn't being a thought leader for decades in this sector. Nope. It's happened when I approached Sabrina in the bar of the Ritz at this event 21 years ago looking for legal business. She instead introduced me to the woman who's now my wife. Well done, Sabrina. Thanks.
When she was chair of the membership committee during those first 2 years, she helped lead through the board and then approval by the membership, a change in our membership dues that got rid of all of those special assessments and funds for legal or public relations and all of that and created one set of dues. Now when you look back on that, you have to appreciate how important that was, because by doing that, she built up our reserves in a way that literally enables Seeker to exist and to be your voice in the national level today. In some ways, you could say Sabrina's leadership saved this association in your national voice. Here is a woman who has committed her entire life to teaching others. That's what she says is her goal in life, and that's certainly what she has done.
I still remember the first day that I met Dr. Kay. It was a really inspirational moment for me. At the time, I was a single mom with 4 children, and learning her story, where she came from also as a single mom, just really hit home and motivated me and let me know that I could do so much more and that I had so much potential.
My love for Dr. Sabrina Kay is beyond infinite. She has given me so much guidance over the years, and I truly, sincerely consider the day I met Dr. Sabrina Kay one of the luckiest days of my life.
When my Auburn Tigers finally, after 60 years, played for the national championship twice in 3 years, my family and I just had to go to Los Angeles to see the game. Of course, it was sold out, so I just casually mentioned it to you, and not only did you find us great tickets on the 40-yard line, you got us invited to not 1 but 2 parties. Linda had her picture made with soap opera stars and movie stars, and we had the time of our life. That is, the time of our life until we lost the game with 17 seconds left to go. But I certainly don't blame you for that.
Sabrina believes in putting students first.
She cares deeply about her students, and she truly wishes to provide them with an innovative and high quality and engaging education. I find this personally motivating, and it makes the work that I do very satisfying.
Dr. Kay believes in putting students first. Her focus is always on providing education that leads to employment.
She is at the forefront of developing new and exciting ways to provide education, not just to the few academic elite students that grew up with a lot of opportunities, but also to inner city youth.
She supports us. She believes in us. When Dr. Kay hears of a student's situation, she oftentimes is the first one to advocate for students.
Dr. Kay believes in putting students first by
personally coming to us and knowing us by name and showing us that she cares about us as well.
It's hard for me to imagine anyone more dedicated to making the lives of people better.
Being a student herself, she knows the importance of putting your education first and understanding the severity of running a family front and being a student. It takes a lot to do.
Dr. Kay has built such an amazing culture of care for our students at Fremont, both academically and socially.
The connections you make at events that Fremont holds for the students to go and participate in, it really brings connections through. Sometimes it's a lot of who you know more than what you know. So when the Fremont students go, they make those connections. It can possibly lead to a really good, rewarding job in the field that they choose.
Dr. Kay believes in putting students first by personally getting to know her students. I really admire Dr. Kay. She's really a hard-working woman. I look up to her.
Sabrina reflects America's innovation.
Sabrina Kay is not only a legend in our industry in California, but also nationally. From the very start of her career at California Design College, she established herself as a leader and leading thinker in higher education innovation. And she's furthered that reputation with employer-connected programs at Fremont. But what makes Sabrina so special is she combines an intense curiosity in improving and advancing our sector with the highest integrity and commitment to doing what's right for her students. That commitment infuses every college and every organization Sabrina touches. I am deeply honored to call Sabrina a colleague and a friend.
Dr. Kay reflects American innovation by implementing a strong work ethic. She's a very strong worker herself, and being a female in the industry, it's harder for us to really get ourselves out there, so she really implements that in Fremont College.
Her academic innovations lead to graduates that are prepared for the 21st century workplace.
She is fierce, yet humble, bold, yet compassionate.
So I've been around for a while and I recognize quality when I see it. And you all have recognized quality when you've decided to give Dr. Sabrina Kay your Hall of Fame Star Award. Couldn't go to a better person.
I just want to say congratulations, Sabrina. For the rest of you all, we've known Sabrina since not long after she entered the business. And one thing that has impressed me and continues to impress me is her fearlessness when it comes to innovation and looking at new opportunities and new ways to do things, always balanced against the realities that we all face every day.
Always being 10 steps ahead. She knows what I need before I know what I need.
You've always been on the cutting edge of technology, Sabrina. You were the first person I ever met who let their car tell them when to turn. In fact, first person I ever met whose car talked to them. You're the first person who ever sent me pictures on my phone. You threw a fashion show over in China. You invited my dad, 80-year-old dad, and left me out. But, you know, that's part of your professionalism and the energy, and you've always been there for your students.
I believe America deserves Sabrina Kay.
Congratulations on your induction into the CAPPS Hall of Fame for 2016.
Congratulations on being this year's CAPPS Star Hall of Fame inductee. You've been my friend of 20 years. We've spent a lot of time working together, laughing together, and having fun together.
I know one thing she hasn't succeeded in, and that's keeping up with her friends when they go drinking. She tries mightily, but after one drink she gets a bit wobbly, and as two approaches, it's over. She's the real deal with success on so many levels.
I wonder if she's human. Sometimes I think she may be an alien.
Sabrina Kay started several companies, including higher education institutions, and she's also a generous philanthropist, and very, very generous when I tell you. And she founded her own charitable organization. And Dr. Kay is dedicated to giving the youth of Los Angeles hope for a better life. So let's give her a big, big hand. She's going to come out here and is going to get a big award after that.
Congratulations, Dr. Kay.
Congratulations, Dr.